So my name is Natalia Vershinina. I'm a researcher of gender in a variety of contexts, trying to truly understand and appreciate how gender is embedded in all structures of society. I also look at kind of family context, the context of family enterprises, and within family enterprises, the roles of spouses and daughters, and as potential successors as well as supporters or invisible individuals that are part of the fabric of the family business. And beyond this, I also look at the kind of context of migration, and within migration, and particularly with recent refugee crisis, how women as well as other genders are embedded in this context, and what is the effect of this multiplied with ethnicity when it comes to entrepreneurial activity. So recently I've conducted a study on volunteering work, which is generally a feminine type of activity. Looking at Nantes as a setting and the city of Nantes and the recent Russian invasion and Ukrainian war, kind of looking at this context, Nantes received 1,500 refugees, mostly women and children, and I worked with my colleagues here at Audencia as well as colleagues at France Horizon, which is a social enterprise or kind of organization that represents the government in enabling people to settle in France, to reveal and how the support structures were created by Nantes as a city and the vicinity, what particular needs were necessary, and actually who engaged in volunteering work to support these people. And what we found is that it's women, generally those that feel very emotionally connected to the crisis, that were the first people to kind of jump in and help the refugees to settle in the city, find accommodation, complete paperwork. There are lots of critical questions that are related to this feminized caring work, because in fact this caring work is also becoming politically charged. In our study we question the need, we basically demand support from governmental structures that should provide more resources and not rely entirely for such a long time on people's free labor. So you've asked me to recommend some resources. I actually brought one book with me that I absolutely adore. So this book is written by Cynthia Enlow, and it's called The Curious Feminist. The reason why I think this book is particularly interesting, because it really poses a lot of important questions for us to start to understand the gendered relations and why curiosity is important. We take so many things for granted in our lives. So why are industries the way they are? Why are women placed in certain roles whilst men are placed in other roles? So I want to talk maybe a little bit about an article which gave me some profound thoughts on the subject of gender. This article was written by Beverly Skeggs. So she's an anthropologist. It was published in 2014, and actually this article is not an article, but kind of an essay, a speech that she delivered at one of the conferences. And it's entitled Values Beyond Value, in which she basically questions which values we prioritize in society and why it is important to reformat our thinking and to start truly appreciating feminine qualities in our life, relationality, as opposed to focusing on aggressive competitive behavior. The third recommendation, something that I watched recently and I found it fascinating, it's called The House of Gucci. It's absolutely gorgeous. Why? Not only because of who is playing the key role, but also because it kind of reveals gendered relations in a very strong patriarchal household. It also showcases some issues that we see in the research on family firms around primogeniture, i.e. prioritizing first male successor, and kind of looking at succession cousin consortiums, and what happens as families grow from one generation to another. So absolutely, top on my list.